Hello everyone and welcome back to my channel. Welcome to my channel if you're new here.
1, 2, 3.
So in today's video we're going to be talking about all things YouTube. We're going to be talking about equipment you might need to start, why you should be starting, how you should be starting, how to grow, Adsense, how it works, how you make money, and then brand deals and like how to price yourself for brand deals and stuff as well. Literally my most asked question all the time is like, I want to start YouTube, I need advice, blah 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 blah. So that is going to be my video today, and obviously I'm aware, you know, that I'm not the biggest YouTuber here. I'm aware that I'm literally under 100k, but everyone asked me, so I thought I would give you my best tips, and I feel like the tips are the same no matter like how big you are. Like someone bigger will probably give you very similar tips and explain things the exact same way anyway. So yeah, we'll just get started. I've got a few different categories, so I'll work through them, and then I've got a load of questions I asked you guys for over my Instagram. So if you're not already following my Instagram, go and follow it over here. It's at meganshortxx, and I'm always asking for questions over there for videos or video ideas and stuff. So yeah, go and get involved in my Instagram. And without further ado, let's just get started. So the first thing I'm going to cover is like why you starting YouTube, why you should be starting YouTube, and kind of like the intentions and mindset you kind of need to go in with if you want to start YouTube. So I think you always need to ask yourself why. If you think that you're going to start YouTube and it's going to be a quick fix and you're going to earn loads of money straight away, you should probably go and get a different job, because YouTube is most definitely like that. I'm going to talk about this later on with money, but I did not earn my first penny off of YouTube. To be fair, I think mine was quite quick. It took me a year and like 2 months to earn my first penny, but then I didn't get paid for a few months after that either. So it's definitely not like I'm going to start YouTube and I'm going to get rich really quick and I'm going to get loads of free stuff, because that is not the mindset you want to be going into this with. YouTube takes up a lot of time that I think people don't really realise. So yeah, if you're coming in this thinking that's going to be really easy and you're going to grow really quick and you're going to make loads of money really fast, then you might want to rethink your intentions. A lot of people say they don't think you should start YouTube with the intention of it being your job, like start it because you want to make money. And I agree and disagree with this. I think if you have the passion behind it, it's very known now that it can be your job. So if you want it to do a job and you have that passion behind it, I think that's absolutely no problem as long as you have that passion. But if you're going to come into it saying you just want it to be a job because you've seen how much money like some people can make, yeah, you probably won't get very far because YouTube takes up, as I said, so much time that people don't realise. So now that we've got that out of the way and you kind of maybe hopefully understand, I'm going to talk more about times in the questions after. That, you know, YouTube is a lot of hard work. You will not get paid straight away at all. You might be one of the really lucky ones that does, and if you are, huge congrats. So I guess the next quick thing we'll talk about is equipment. This is going to be super quick. I don't think you really need a lot of equipment to start. I think you can literally start with your phone and editing on your phone. Chi, I'm sure you all watch my best friend Chi with a C. She started with a really great camera but would only ever edit on her phone, and she had an iPhone like 8 Plus at the time, I'm pretty sure. And yeah, like the video she did, like she edited her whole Friends video, if you've seen that, where she recreated the whole episode of Friends as every single character with a green screen. She edited every single second of that on her phone. So, and obviously like look at the size of her, and that video has like 1.8 million views or something stupid like that. So you definitely don't need a lot of equipment. I have always had a laptop to edit on just because I had one for like my schoolwork and stuff. So that was the equipment I always had. I always had a laptop, and I always did actually have a camera, but this is because I did photography. So I bought the camera to kind of do photography, and I kind of wanted to start YouTube, and I had the laptop for the same reason. So if you don't have them, I really don't think you need them. But the 4 pieces of equipment I probably will say, if you were like really starting out, or if you wanted to pick one of the 4, the things that are obviously going to help you is a camera. I would say the Canon G7X Mark II, or if you want to use the Mark III. This is literally what everyone uses. I don't think I know a YouTuber without one of these cameras. I use it for my main channel videos like this, my vlogs, everything. So a camera is probably the first thing you want to look into buying. But I also think another really important one, so say if you want to film with your phone, is a ring light. So I've got my ring light on right now, and the ring light is going to make your phone quality seem a lot better. Obviously you can't really vlog with it. You can get little ring lights actually. I just got this out of my drawer. This is actually a TikTok one. You can get little ring lights as well. You can't even see how much that's lighting up, but like this could actually be quite good if you're like vlogging on your phone and you just want to like put it on the back of your phone. That could probably make your quality a lot better. But if you're filming like sit down videos or anything, I would say a ring light. If you're not going to buy a camera, it's going to make your quality so much better, because just having that right lighting is going to make it better. And then obviously you kind of need something to edit on, and I just mean editing software. I used iMovie to start with. It's free if you do have like an Apple Mac or a MacBook Air, or just like any kind of thing like that. I now use Final Cut Pro. Again, I do not think you need to get it at all. I'm pretty sure Anastasia Kingston, if I follow her obviously, she only got it like literally a few months ago I think. So like you clearly don't need it. And as I said, she had like an editing app on her phone. I know people that use the Adobe ones. Just you're gonna need to find something to edit on that is gonna work for you. But as I said, it does not need to be Final Cut Pro straight away. You do not need to be spending loads of money. And then of course an actual device to edit on, but them two come hand in hand. So whether we're looking at a phone, an iPad, a laptop, just something to edit on. So So they're your 4 kind of main things: a device to edit on, obviously an editing app, a camera to film on, and then lighting to make the quality better if you do want to splurge out. So then we're going to go quickly on to growing, now that you have, you know, got any equipment you want and you know why you're starting YouTube. Again, I'm going to make this kind of quick. With growing, again, I kind of think it's like the whole thing, why are you coming into it? If you're coming onto YouTube just because you want to grow, because to you, like, grow equals money, nada. The things I always say when people ask me, I have like 2 things: stay consistent with content that you love. If you love the content you're posting and you're posting it once or twice a week, you will grow and you will find people that are similar to you that want to watch your videos, and that is like almost inevitable. You know, like if someone is posting videos that I love watching, so say like uni vlogs or fashion hauls or whatever, I will find them sooner or later. Like, you'll find the people that you're similar to. And yeah, that's kind of always my biggest tip, and that's kind of always what I've done. I've gone off of it here and there, like trying to jump on trends, which I'll touch on in a minute. I kind of always tried to stick to some form of niche, which obviously I took a while to find. Like my beginning of my channel, if you go back, I'm doing videos about the environment, videos about makeup, video about, I didn't ever do a hair video, but like, actually yeah, I did do a hair video. I've got like a styling my, I have a hair curling tutorial on my channel. Like, obviously you might want to try things at first, but try and like find some form of niche, or like just stick to a type of video. Like, don't hop on every trend you see just because you think it's trending, it's gonna get me views, because it will probably like throw your algorithm off and you'll get like lots of different groups of people coming into your channel. So like by this I mean, if you're going to post like a fitness video or something, you're going to get like goes viral, you're going to attract loads of fitness people to your channel. But then if you start posting like makeup content, all these fitness people have subscribed to you and they won't really care about your makeup content if they're only with you for the fitness. Now that's the thing, if you build an audience and the audience like falls in love with you and you can manage to do loads of different content, that is great. But you'll see all channels on YouTube kind of do have a niche. They're like a fitness channel or like a lifestyle channel, which can kind of get away with doing whatever, or like just makeup and fashion, or like just daily vlogging channels. So you kind of want to pick something like that and just like run with it and stay consistent with content that you love. And as I said, with trends, jump on trends definitely if they're within your niche and you genuinely like the trend, you would watch the trend, you think the trend's interesting. Don't just do it because other people are kind of doing it, because it doesn't mean that your audience will enjoy it. I know full well if I put a video on my channel that was like 24 hours eating blue, green, red, pink food, no one would care. I did 24 hours eating Christmas food, and to be honest, because I do actually love watching them videos, but by that point I'd gained like a uni audience. So like no one cared about me eating Christmas food for 24 hours because it was just so like different to anything I'd posted before. So that's what I kind of mean, and obviously trial and error is going to get you there. And now we're going to quickly run through AdSense and brand deals. So obviously, you know, you've grown, you've got your equipment, whatever, now you probably want to make some money. How do you make money? How does it work? I feel like this is a taboo subject. Obviously anyone can go and Google how to get your channel monetized, and if you wanted to you could find out that threshold pretty easy, but I feel like after that is when it gets a bit confusing. So the threshold to make money and to get your channel monetized is you need 1,000 subscribers, which took me over 6 months to get, and then you need 4,000 hours of watch, which took me just under a year to get. So I started my channel I actually posted my first video in February, and I did not get my channel monetized until the next January. That's how long it took me. I know people that have done it much quicker. I know people that have like it's taken them much longer. So yeah, that's what you need. So say you're watching this video now and you were to click off now, I don't know what this is, 10 minutes, that would count as 10 minutes of watch time, and you need 4,000 hours of watch time, and then you can start putting ads on your videos. So when your channel's monetized, it just means you're going to have them little annoying ads within your video, and if people click on them or watch them for longer or whatever, is kind of how you're going to generate money. So the longer people are watching them, and if they're like clicking on them and interacting with the ads, it's going to earn you more money. So once you have them ads on your videos and you know people are watching your videos, you're earning a bit of money on each video, you will only get paid whenever you reach the £60 threshold. So YouTube will not give you the money you've made until you reach £60. So I'm gonna tell you now exactly when I got paid mine. I'm pretty sure mine was May. So I got my first YouTube payment the 23rd of May 2019. Bear in mind I started my channel February 2018 and I got paid £64. This is what I mean by quick fix. If you're gonna come to YouTube because you want to make loads of money really fast, that's just not gonna happen. Obviously I earn like monthly now off YouTube and I do earn more money, but it's not like a quick fix kind of thing. So I got that in May, and then I didn't get paid again until August, because obviously then you have to reach that £60 threshold again. You know what, I'm just going to be really open and honest to just show you, like, when people talk about AdSense, it's so inconsistent and whatever, and that's why people kind of don't rely on it either, because it can just be so different. Like obviously now I rely on it like a little bit more. I still don't really, because like some months I could literally earn like £300 off AdSense. I keep going back and forth if I'm going to tell you the numbers that are here, but I'm just going to, just so people can get an idea of just how inconsistent AdSense is. So Friday 23rd of August 2019, £138 in my bank account. 25th of September, £208. 23rd of October, £1,100. And that is because I had my Molly May video go like, I was about to say viral. At the time it had like 200 and something views. It's now got like 400 and nearly 500k views, I think. And then the month after that it was obviously quite good still. Bit lower, and then it went to like 300, and then it went back up to like £1,000, and then the next month was like 160. So AdSense is completely unreliable. Luckily I started kind of getting something every month when I went to uni, but when I went to uni is also when I started relying on brand deals a lot, because that's when they came in, and they are more consistent, because obviously every brand deal you get, you're looking at like a similar price, hopefully sometimes higher, but like you always have a minimum, you know what I mean? You know you're never going to get less than something, whereas AdSense, you know, sometimes you just can because of CPM as well. So just before I go on to brand deals, CPM, everyone gets paid different amount of AdSense, and this is why it's just so inconsistent and people don't really like talking about it, because I know girls who have like both have 200k. One of them could literally be making like £8,000 a month, and one of them could literally be making like £1,000 a month. It's just so inconsistent, and it's all about your CPM, which is your cost per milli, which is basically how much money you get paid for per 1,000 views. So my CPM at the moment is actually really, really low. It's like £2.80. I don't think my CPM's ever really gone above £5, but I know people who have like £9. I know people, again, no joke, who have 70p CPM. So again, just so inconsistent, and CPM's kind of all to do with how appropriate your channel is. I think if any of my YouTube pals are here, or anyone who knows better, please let me know in the comments below, but I'm pretty sure it's down to how like PG your channel is, because there's things like YouTube Premium, which again I'm not sure how it works, how you get on there, but it's basically like preferred ads, like what channels they want to have the most ads on. And mine is really, really low because I'm just not here for the money. I drink on my channel. Sometimes like there'll be like swear words on my channel and stuff. Not really, I don't swear, but like I drink a lot on my channel, and so my CPM is super, super low. I could probably easily raise that if I just completely stopped drinking and stopped having like alcohol in the thumbnails and like shots or drinking in my titles, but as I said, I don't really care. I'm not really here for the money. So yeah, your CPM I think is probably quite easy to control if you started making really PG content, but again, if that's not what you want to do and you're not here for the money, then I also think you'll grow quicker if you're more true to yourself like that. But anyway, and now quickly onto brand deals, because I really don't want this video to be too long. So as you all know, brand deals is just ads working with brands on a video, so you can have integrated ones or dedicated videos. I feel like dedicated videos aren't really a thing now unless it's like an actual clothing brand haul. That's kind of the only dedicated video I could think of that I've seen in a while. Brands obviously normally just want integrations into like vlogs and stuff, just so it's a lot more natural, but like a dedicated video with like Misguided or like my lounge ones, they're really easy because, you know, you can just do a haul on the company. So when it comes to brand deals, this is something I knew. I actually asked my manager, because I do have a manager, and if you do have management, if you're going into management, just the one thing I'm going to say is please make sure they're not taking any of your AdSense. That is not what you want. They shouldn't be taking the AdSense. They're not making your videos, they're not editing your videos, they're not making your thumbnails. They shouldn't be taking any money to do with your videos. Like, they're not making them, you are. So that'd be like my one tip with management. And obviously like do your research, talk to some of the girls or boys that you see on the management, and yeah, just I would not go with anyone who's taking any of your AdSense. They just do not need to. So if you are by yourself, the main thing I would say for brand deals, and as I said, my manager told me this, is always ask the brand their budget, because you pricing yourself is a stab in the dark, because there is kind of no formula. There's nothing that like views equals this amount of money or subscribers equals this amount of money. So you're always better off asking the brand what their budget is, because every brand has a different budget as well. You might get £1,000 from one brand, but then the other brand wants to work with you and you really want to work with that brand because you like them, but they actually only have a £200 budget. Like, it can be quite different as well sometimes. I mean, it's probably never normally that drastic, but yeah, it's all down to the brand and their budget that they have. So always ask them first. They'll probably come to you and ask their prices and say, oh, what's your budget? And they might come around to you and say 500, and you might say, oh well, I was thinking 600, let's meet in the middle at 550. Something like that. If you're asking for a brand's budget, then you can kind of never go wrong, because as I said, say a brand's budget is 500 and they know they're not going to offer you 500, they're only asking you your fee in case you say like 300, and then they get away with paying you less. So for that reason, kind of never give a price, because you never know what they're thinking. And that is probably my biggest tip for brand deals. And basically the way brand deals work, if you want a quick rundown, a brand will come to you, you will like that, negotiate a price, there'll probably be a contract in place, and then you'll make the piece of content, you'll film the video or the Instagram story or whatever it is, you'll send it to that brand. They normally have an approval date and a live date. Sometimes if it's like an Instagram story, it's like 2 days before, but for like YouTube videos, sometimes it is 2 days before, sometimes it's like a week before. So you will send it to the brand for approval. Hopefully they'll approve it straight away. If not, you'll have to go away and change something. People might just come back and say, oh, you've got the wrong link in your description, or oh, you said that size wrong or that price wrong, it was this or this. Something simple. To be honest, I've never really had many brand deals sent back to me, but it will just be something like that if the brand is a good brand and they're not like taking creative direction. Hopefully you are. But yeah, that is kind of how brand deals and everything work. And then I'm just going to go and have a look at your questions and see if there's anything that I think we should cover. Okay, as expected, the kind of main questions on here that I haven't already covered is kind of just like how to deal with people talking about you, people at school are going to judge you, and like dealing with hate and stuff like this. I was watching Hilly Pham and Ryan Trahan's video, or like their proposal engagement Q&A, and he said something and I was like, wow. He said, never take criticism from someone you wouldn't take advice from. And I mean, there you go. Like, all these people are going to say something like about your channel, or if anyone is even going to say something about your channel or you starting, like, it's not their life. And I know full well if these people are being horrible to you, they're probably not your friends and you probably wouldn't take advice from them. So try and ignore any of their criticism, because it clearly like doesn't matter in your life. And I just think that's great, because these people who are talking about you or giving you criticism or giving you hate or like maybe even like bullying you a bit in school, like, it just has nothing to do with them, and they're clearly not your friends. And it's so much easier said than done, but you kind of just have to remember, like, it's your life and it's gonna make you happy and you're gonna enjoy it. So like, why would you really care what anyone else has to say? I find this stuff really hard to talk about now, because I am literally in that mindset of like, literally, why would you care? Like, why would you waste your time caring about someone's opinion about something that makes you happy? If you know what I mean? Like, someone has an opinion that you're doing something wrong even though it's making you happy. Like, why would you listen to someone who's telling you that? If you're happy, like, it doesn't matter. But obviously I get in school, like, I was the same, but I feel like as soon as you get over that the first time someone says something, or the first time someone watches your video in front of you or something, you just get over it. Like, as soon as the first stupid boy makes a stupid comment, you'll get over it. Or if you are a boy, if your friends make a comment or girls make a comment, like, as soon as the first like stupid person makes a comment, hopefully they never do, but as soon as they do, you'll kind of just go, oh, whatever. Or you'll go home, you'll be upset about it. But as soon as you've dealt with the first one, it's a lot easier. It's kind of just that first thing of everyone finding out, everyone seeing your first video. Trust me, the first one is obviously always the hardest. The start is always the hardest. But as soon as you do that one, I promise you, you'll realise half the people don't actually care. Half the people that you're scared about bullying you probably won't actually say anything. They probably won't actually care. That's what I found. I posted my video and like, no one actually said anything to me. No one cared. I feel like we were a bit older. I say that though, we're only still 16, 17. So it's still quite young, like 16's quite young. And no one said anything to me. I thought all the boys would, and like one time they like made a joke about it a few months later and I was like, I just don't really care. So yeah, one, I think you'll be surprised how many people actually don't care. And it's kind of just something you do just need to like get over. As I said, you know, it will make you happy, and every big YouTuber has that story, don't they? Like, and now look at them earning loads and doing well for themselves. Okay, there's just two things I'm going to touch on. Someone said, can anyone do it, or am I wasting my time? And then another one I just seen was, how long does it take you to edit your videos? So I'll give you a bit of a thing on how long it takes to edit videos, and then we'll cover that. So editing videos can kind of, for me, range anywhere between maybe minimum 3 hours, and the most I've probably spent on a video is about 10 hours editing, probably. I don't think I've ever spent really longer than like 10 hours editing, and obviously I wouldn't sit there for 10, doesn't say for 10 days, for 10 hours in one day just editing. So yeah, and then kind of for a video to make, like, I like videos like these because I can sit down and kind of probably film them within half an hour if I'm being snappy. Like, if I've got my notes and I'm being snappy, I can film it probably within about half an hour, and then I'll probably edit this within about 3 hours. So these like little sit down talky videos are my favourite ones to do because they are quite quick and I just love talking. But then I've done videos in the past where I filmed them for like a whole week, so obviously that takes a whole week filming, and then because you've been filming for a week, you've got a lot more footage. So a video can really take anywhere, and people obviously do like monthly challenges. So the minimum a video could probably take you is maybe like 4 hours, and there's definitely people probably watching this now thinking, what? But if you sit down and like film an assumptions video or like a Q&A, if you're being good about it when you're filming, which is something I've learned to do, don't talk too much, you film it quicker and you edit it quicker, because all that would happen is I'd cut out the rubbish I was talking, so I just try not to talk too much rubbish. And then just quickly talking about, can anyone do it oversaturated? I think anyone can. I don't think it's a market that's too oversaturated yet. Like, for example, why could I grow then? Like, it's not, I know it looks like it is, and obviously it's probably a lot harder now, but there's absolutely no reason if someone's coming in with hard work, determination, passion, and literally giving it that, oh, I'm a big believer in law of attraction. You can't not do well. You can't. If you're literally coming here, giving it your all, whatever, like, you will grow. Like, you have literally no choice but to grow. Like, you just will. I don't think it's oversaturated at all. I think if the right people come into it and they're, as I said, hardworking, no, and I do think anyone can. And as I said, I'm going to try and keep this quick and snappy because I do tend to talk a lot of shit. So I'm gonna leave that here. hopefully that was slightly helpful. I don't know if it was. I'm going to be in the comments of this video and I'm going to try and be on them a lot more than normal because I've not been great with comments recently, to try and answer any questions you have. So if you have any advice or any questions, leave them down below and we can all have a little chat. And if you do start your YouTube journey, I wish you all the luck. Tell me and I'll go and subscribe to you and I'll watch some of your videos. As always, please give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. Subscribe down below, follow my Instagram, and I hope you have the best day. Make sure you're all staying safe and I'll see you next time. Bye.